What's going on, my brother? Man, every time I do the same thing and then it ends too quickly, right?
First of all, I watched your broadcast earlier and I was like, I need some cool ass theme music too, man. What the heck?
Man, what's going on, Sekou? I know you're at the home office today.
Yeah, I am not in seclusion, so if it's a little noisy, you guys will have to forgive me. Yeah. I got the entire brood here, and everybody is keeping from being stir crazy.
Right. That's really the goal of this, and that's one reason we wanted to put this together, right? Because we had events going on. Everyone I'm talking to had events going on. Everyone's going to be cooped up, and that's usually not things that real estate agents are used to. So we wanted to bring an 8-hour free conference to everybody here, right? Straight value.
Straight value. So I tell you what, we were going to do an appointment academy that first week in April.
Right.
And if you've never heard of the Appointment Academy before, if you've never heard of my stuff, right, that Appointment Academy is a 5-day workshop where all we do is lead generate. We generate millions of dollars worth of leads and appointments, et cetera, et cetera. And we're going to have to cancel it. And your idea of digital broadcasting is infinitely better than just throwing our hands up and being like, well, we're not going to have it.
Yeah. That's what happened, because I don't know if you saw, but we were doing something different. We were going to do 4 events in 4 days in New York City. We were going to hit Queens, the Bronx, Brooklyn, and Long Island. And then we're going to go Orlando. Then we're going to go Atlanta. Then we're going to go Houston, like all back to back, all across the country. In one day, all of that canceled. Every single one canceled. And like you said, we could have went, which I did at first. I'm like, said some words that I can't really say while we're broadcasting, right? Like,
right. Yeah.
It took us like a second. We're like, we have to do something better. We have to figure out what to do next. And that's how we came up with this idea. But Sekou, we had to reach out to you when we're putting on an event. And I'm thinking, like, who is going to bring the audience? Who on here can absolutely just, like I said, I think you're the only person who can make me want to get on the phone again.
Let's go, man.
Person who makes me want to get on the phone and dial all day again. And that is quite a feat.
Dude, it has been incredible, man. So my crew gets together daily online now, right? Yeah. Because they shut us down, no more than 10 people in a room, right? So rather than risking breaking the rules and having an 11th person walk in, we're just meeting virtually, and we're banging out the calls. And I got to be honest with you, man, we got a lot going on as a result.
Yeah.
We're looking for digital ways to. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go. I love where you're going with that.
We're looking for digital ways to reach people, and people are really leaning in on that idea rather than risking coming out and risking whatever.
Right.
We're virtually showing the world.
Yeah. No, and those are some of the adjustments that we're going to have to make, because this isn't going to last forever, right? No. I think we all know that this is not going to last forever. Things are going to go back to normal, but where is your business going to be at that point? Are you going to be someone who sits inside and just goes, right? Or are you going to take this time to hop on an 8-hour mastermind with 16 of the top influencers in the industry, dropping straight value for free? Literally, not one person. We're not pitching anything. Not one person.
I'm gonna have a hard time because I'm gonna just be focused on what the other people are saying, man. The names on this list, I am like freaking not worthy. What's up, Ruben Garcia? What up, big dogs? Miss you, bro.
What's up, Ruben? Yeah,
man.
But we haven't announced everyone yet, so let's not start throwing names out there.
I ain't sending names. I'm sure. I'm a little anticipation makes the catch up better, right?
And here's the thing: if it was just you putting on a free event, heck, I would show up. Why? Because you got tons and tons and tons of value to give, right? I think that's one of the biggest things I noticed across all these speakers. All the speakers are saying, man, I can't wait to hear so-and-so speak, because they're going to have their notebook out, right? I think that's one of the qualities that good leaders and good speakers and people have, is they're constantly learning.
Constantly. And so our team, when we start talking about learning, man, we make a mess every single day, man. We call dozens, if not hundreds of people every single day. And the key is listening to their responses and then adjusting and learning from their responses. So many of us get wrapped up on what somebody might say and what they might do. We're talking about what really is being said, what they're responding to, what sellers and buyers are saying right now. Mark Stein, Mark the Misfit.
What's up?
Look at that profile right there, man. That's a perfect representation of the dude.
It really is.
Yeah, man. So we're on top of it, man, and we're moving the needle. Right. People are worried about the business slowing down and this and that. Maybe it needs to slow down, right? Maybe we need to focus and really help the people who really need to move instead of just talking to people who are looking.
Yeah.
And so I just go out every day and we go out and find them, the people who really need to move.
And I think it gives everyone an opportunity. And again, this is what's going to set everyone apart. Is your business going to go up or down after this? Are you just going to say, like, man, that's it, throw up your hands? Or are you going to form solid relationships, help people? Because at the end of the day, that's why everybody's in this business, right? It's to help one another. And this is a great opportunity. Let's show our true colors. Are you going to go out there and just post about, hey guys, the rates are great, or hey guys, it's a great time to buy or sell?
Yeah.
Show that you actually care. Like, let people know that you want to help, right? So like, I think it's a great time to really form some relationships, form some bonds. At the end of the day, let's face it, how many people out there are constantly staying in front of their database? Yeah. This is a great time to sit back, sit inside, shoot some video text, shoot some text, catch up with some people, go catch up with their nurturers, ask how they're doing.
And I have a novel idea.
Oh, okay. I like it.
Pick up the phone and just call people.
Wow. Where'd you go?
How about that? How about, hey, I see in the last 2 weeks, what's up, Joshua? What's going on?
Yeah.
Right. So in the last, I'd say 5 days, I've had more people revisit my website than in the last 2 years in that same time frame. Right. Yeah. In the last 24 hours, I've had 62 people come in and inquire about properties.
Wow.
Right. So clearly this slowdown, quote unquote slowdown, is allowing people to prioritize what's really important. So I don't know if your results have been that you can't get people on the phone, or you can't get people to answer, or they're never home, or they're too busy. Guess what? This is a blessing.
Yeah.
This is a blessing. They're home. They're waiting. They're looking. They need help.
And they want to talk to people. Most people like talking to people, right? And now there's this whole social distancing thing going on. And I get it. Like, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but at the same time, most people like that human connection. Most people like being followed up with. And hey, at the end of the day, if you don't really care about your clients, that's something else you got to work on. But if you do, like you're supposed to, we want to check up on them. We want to see how they're doing, if they need anything. This is a great opportunity to maybe do the things that might be falling on the wayside. Everyone's always busy chasing new business, going after new leads. Let's take some time, nurture that database, and get in front of people.
I hear you, man. I hear you. Or watch this. Yeah, okay. So my new agents out there,
right,
that don't have a database or don't think they have a database,
right?
Now's the time to develop one.
How
right, they right now? Well, what I would do, I mean, simply, this is a $1 million tip, right? Send them a text message saying that you're looking out for them, just making sure they're all right. Yeah. And when they're ready, when this is all over, you'll help them find a new place.
Yep.
Simple. The people that respond to you go into your database. The people that don't. You are now developing a database.
Literally. Yeah.
It doesn't have to be more complicated than that. You could do it from your Facebook instant message. You could do it from your phone. pick up your phone. Yeah, that's your database for new agents. You're absolutely correct.
Right here, right. It doesn't just send text messages. You don't just go on Facebook or Instagram. You can call people too.
So this morning, between my team and myself, we made over 650 contacts.
Wow.
Right. So we do it in 3-hour increments. And this is at an adjusted rate. If my team and I are working, it's 200 contacts each. Right. And so that's about 2,000 contacts a morning. However, what we're doing is we're doing a deep dive instead of going wide. We're doing a deep dive. And so we made collectively about 650, 700 contacts.
Right.
And all of them have turned into some sort of lead process because they continue to ask questions about what's going on. How is the market affecting my current loan or my future loan, etc. And all we're doing is connecting them with folks.
Yeah.
It was a great morning. So
guys, Sekou's got a lot of value to give. He's just one of 16 amazing speakers. And you can listen to every single person for 8 hours straight for free by going to sekou.livewithleaders.com. It's absolutely free to sign up. There's going to be no speakers pitching anything. It's going to be straight value. How many times have you been sitting there and thinking like, man, I can't I mean, let me ask you this, Sekou. Like, tell me about a time you had to travel thousands of miles and pay thousands of dollars to go to a conference to learn from some of these people.
I do it 4 times a year, no matter what.
Yeah.
And then it's always like 40% lesson, 60% pitch.
Right.
Even with people that I love.
Right. Like, I get it too, like I'm not hating on that fact. Like, that's just the way it goes. But this is going to be 100% value. And you don't have to leave your living room.
Well, check this out. I'm also looking for people. So in my life, right? In my life, I recruit, all the time.
Right.
And I'm always pushing them away from my team. I would rather you join the company and do something solo than to be on my team. My team is like the Navy SEALs, right? Like you're going to go through hell. And once you go through that, you're not going to want to just be standing next to somebody that went the lighter route of what you're doing. So what I wind up doing is looking for people that's looking for me. Right? I'm looking for people that's pushing back. I'm not pitching you. I don't want to pitch you for my team.
Right.
So 8 hours of this, I'm going to be looking at all of the speakers that you have. I'm going to be looking at how I can interact with them.
Yep. What
I could do to get on their schedule.
Right.
That's going to be me. So they're going to be mad at me because I'm going to be like, hey, how do I
Right. Well, that's a great thing about every speaker that we have on this list. So we did pick them strategically because I've worked with a lot of these people, and I know that they're open. If somebody hops on their calendar, if somebody has a question, they're an open freaking book, right? Like that's the really value in this. And at the end of the day, I was watching this video the other day, or it's funny. So I have like my win the day segment, right? And I have like hashtag win the day. I was watching one of Jay's videos from like 10, 15 years ago. He had it on his board, hashtag win the day. I'm like, no shit. I sent him a screenshot and sent it to him. He said back to me, there's no such thing as an original idea, right? Like you're hoarding these ideas and these secrets of quote unquote business. There's no secret. It's all been done. But it's about how you do it, the process that you put into it. And that's exactly what people are going to be able to share, right? The process, so you don't have to spend 10 hours doing something that could take a half hour, right? So I think that's going to be the biggest value out of all this. It's their proven processes. They're going to get exact roadmaps about how to succeed in this business.
I was working with an agent about 10 years ago. I was coaching him, and he was having difficulty. He went from doing something like 20 transactions a month.
Right.
He was like an incredible producer, and he dipped to 12. Now, to anyone else, they would take 12 transactions a month.
Right.
But he was pissed because he was going from 20, 25 down to 12. Right. And he was trying to examine what it was that was causing him to dip off. Well, it turns out that he got so good at doing this business that he forgot the basics. He had added so much flair, so much of himself to it that he forgot the basics. And what I did was I went on and just listened to him talk. I was like, what script are you reading from?
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not reading from a script. I was like, well, there's your problem.
Right.
You keep making stuff up. He went back to his basics, which you're talking about doing.
Right.
He went back to his basics and went from 12 to almost 40 transactions a month.
Wow. Because he was able to keep the flair and keep his experience, but get back to the basics and the fundamentals and really just hone your craft.
So that's what I'm looking forward to on this panel is just a bunch of basics.
Yeah.
A bunch of real simple things that agents can do to just focus on their craft, hone their craft, perfect their craft.
Yep.
Boom.
Boom. And like we said, this is a great time to learn, right? I know a lot of times people are busy being busy and you don't think you have the time. This is the perfect time to sit back and learn. Take notes, hone your craft. Like you were just saying, there's going to be a lot of basics on here and fundamentals to why these people were able to scale to 900 agent team. Literally, not figuratively, literally. And we're going to be speaking to a lot of these people for 8 hours straight value. So again, guys, it's April 8th. It's absolutely free. I can't even believe that we're giving it away for free, but we are. It's absolutely free. Sekou.livewithleaders.com. You'll see the link below. Sekou, give me some closing remarks.
I tell you what, if you want to improve your business, improve the questions that you're asking. If you want to grow your business, grow the questions that you're asking. And if you want a really big business, create some really big questions to ask, and you'll have an amazing business moving forward.
Drop the bomb. I love it. Thank you. All right, brother. I'm super pumped for this. I'm going to be talking to you here very soon. Again, guys, Sekou.livewithleaders.com. Get your ticket.
Hang on for the music.
Right?
Drop.